This morning a miracle happened as promised, the rising of the world's closest star. And the almanacs warned us that the fast coming weather might blow us away like dandelion flowers. And if I had a nickel for every time I've taken shelter from the storm, alone and naked in my bed sheets, I could pay off all my loans, buy some nicer clothes, find a job that didn't always scare me. But I've been trying not to think before my third cup of coffee. Ah, the heart's a big tent, gotta let everybody in. Doesn't matter who they are, if they do right or where they've been. Everybody gets in. I think I know a secret, still not really sure. Somewhere between I'm living and I believe I can fly. What's up? I saw the devil in a used bookstore. He was ripping up and spitting on Catcher in the Rye. And I'm coming to myself like a man finding religion. Am I baptized, drowned, or washed in the blood? If life's an open field, I'd like to plant a garden and get ready for the fire and the flood. I need a theory of all love, like the heart's a big tent, gotta let everybody in. Doesn't matter who they are, if they do right or where they've been. Everybody gets in. My conclusion's not a great one, I'll leave that to the smarter ones. The soul is an idiot, it doesn't care why. Whatever you do with it, the gift's a pretty simple one. Just sing until you love yourself and love until you die. I've seen the trees like pillars full of blood, chlorophyllic laughing, swaying in their glory. Seen the sparrows in the air, a light on branches there, and there's no way that they're afraid of being 30. If I can't live clean, then I'd better love dirty. 'Cause the heart's a big tent, gotta let everybody in. Doesn't matter who they are, if they do right or where they've been. Everybody gets in. This morning a miracle happened as promised, the rising of the world's closest star. I'll only answer when I'm drunk to the leaves. We talk about Memphis, living so rough that the strength in his voice makes me weak at the knees. Not sure what I saw, for I looked in his eyes. We ain't star-crossed just 'cause stars might align. Ain't proper high lonesome till it's almost too sad to be true. But what happened in Memphis made too much sense. There's a part of my life she don't know exists. Why is living a lie more easy than life on the face? Why is living a lie more easy than life on the face? to fit in, I just can't in your town. I swear I ain't trying to become nobody. I tried to be hip, but it's tearing me down. No tide without tempest, skip dinner, skip breakfast, drove halfway to Texas, thinking on you. I'd bound and determined that I could unlearn this. She'd make me shiny and new. What happened in Memphis made too much sense. There's a part of my life she don't know exists. Why is living a life more easy than life on the fence? Why is living a life more easy than life on the fence? He's calling me up 'cause he's sure I might love him. Why is living the life more easy than life on the fence? Well, Tulsa's last magician got his start at 4, pulled a quarter from his own ear and spun it on the floor. Since there's no good tricks but old ones, and lying ain't that hard, he saved up all his quarters and he bought a deck of cards. And he learned ragtime piano, though his teacher thought him slow. Got a black belt in karate from a pawn shop video. And he'd practice all his worst mistakes in a dirty bathroom mirror. And when his mother drank, he learned to disappear. And his classmates thought him funny and good at sleight of hand. He had this grand finale they refused to understand. It's hard to tell the whole truth of a family sawed in half. And that's why Tulsa's last magician left his home so fast. Well, down and out in Reno, broke in Santa Fe, turning tricks on Los Sueñeros out in California. Well, they pushed him up against the wall, said, buddy, get a grip. So he learned to set himself on fire on the Las Vegas Strip. And he wandered down to Tampa, blew everybody's mind, 'cause the crowd was cheap and easy there on beer and blowing wine. Said, I wonder where my dollar went, had the flower bloom so fast. Said, I can't reveal my secret, well, they rarely failed to ask. And the crowd all thought him funny, good at sleight of hand. He had this grand finale they refused to understand. They demanded explanation when the card pulled was their own. And that's why Tulsa's last magician lost his faith and headed home. Well, he said he'd learn computers like a second foster dad, and free range all the rabbits that were living in his hat. His investments all went swimmingly, he had the boss on hidden strings. His promotions were a certainty, he could make the numbers sing. Now time and space is easy for magic to control. Still it was 40 years of working before he noticed he was old. Now his great escaping act is just untying both his shoes. And most days he's in the easy chair yelling at the news. And the weatherman is funny and talking with his hands, but black clouds are coming in and no one understands that somebody's true religion's always someone else's joke. And that's why Tulsa's last magician pretty much went up in smoke. So friend, if you're the kind that thinks no one quite gets quite what you are, like you're a cobbler or mechanic in this age of flying cars, if you think that you see right behind what's right before our eyes, you might be a small town's last magician in disguise. And we need you to be funny, please be good at sleight of hand, 'cause there's a grand finale we can't hope to understand. And there's a 1 in 52 chance it's all magic and it's true. So won't you please help us believe in you?
My job, making minimum wage, look fairly well twice, necked half my age. I'm looking for somewhere that can handle the rage of a young man on the run, with rarely paid taxes and shitty insurance, a glove box full of summons and warrants. I finally tuned wish things were that weren't. You could say I was looking for fun. So I bought an 01 red Dodge Ram, bought 2 pints of whiskey and a 30 of hams. Now I'm peeing in bottles and eating from cans. But you can't call me homeless, friends, 'cause I live in a van. They call it van life. I've been told this, it's a fine life. I've been sold this, it's a fine line between having to and choosing it. Let's roll up, let's blow this. Well, the 7-Eleven's a sure bellyache. I subsist on a mere wake and bake. Talladega to Chicago's lakes, or I'll take your largest case. So, and all the girls from Chickamauga to Passamaquoddy speak enviously of my van's rusted body. This old thing might just be a Bugatti, the way I get it from 60 to 0. Yeah, I'm 60 miles of Fargo on a northern track. I'm burning rubber, no looking back. Pushing that thing like a maniac. I get tipped out like a stripper in singles and crack. Ooh, I wish someone would fund them track. Instead it's the van life. I've been told this, it's a fine life. I've been sold this, it's a fine line between having to and choosing it. Let's roll up, let's blow this. South of San Luis can be a little gritty. It's a far cry from Seattle's tent cities. All in all, life's pretty from the Starship Enterprise. Still a guy with a house and a big old lawn, thinks his block's too good for me to park on, and bangs on my door with a letter that tells about 1,000 ways he can make my life hell. And he's worse than the guy who put a brick through my glass and robbed me blind and siphoned the gas. At least I know that guy needed it bad. Oh, I wish that old boy well. In the meantime, a cop is banging on my door, telling me I can't park here no more. What do you do, friends? What do you say? Gotta rev up the engine, drive away. Chalk it up to the van life. I've been told this, it's a fine life. I've been sold this, it's a fine line between having to and choosing it. Let's roll up, let's blow this.
for certain folks. Fractal highways, friends like smoke. It all goes up and you end up alone. It's like the internet is your real home. Call of the wild, call of the road. You end the search for a clean commode. I'm a trucker of emotive payloads, backed up on guitar. Yeah, I'm a public park patron, library sleuth. I'm a thrift store grifter, a western suits, bringing out 3 chords of the truth like a wash rag on a bar. Every time I'm feeling down on my luck, think I might trade it in for a couple of bucks. I hear some guy like Elon Musk talk about how we're all gonna get cyber trucks. I think, God, life must be easy when you're one of these dang rich gentlemen. And I'm pretty sure that I prefer the van life. I've been told this, it's a fine life. I've been sold this, it's a fine line between having to and choosing it. Let's roll up, let's smoke her down. It's Big Rig Newtown, same old night the whole world over, whole world over. Sitting sad and wondering why meritocracy's a lie. Oh, let's blow this. I was a Nino in Agua Fria. We had all the water we'd need, and the willows grew on the Rio, all the way down to Santa Fe. And I tended my padre's cattle, all the way from the Arroyo long ago. For a month I slept on the saddle, my hair like a wild buffalo. Y el Indio Antonio Dominguez played soft, sweet and low for the dancers from all of the ranches. Todo pasa en este mundo. Were turning when everyone brought in their cane, and the pacifiers were burning, and children played among the beams. Oh, those were the best of the good times, all memories my spirit must uphold. As the cane boiled out, we danced about, and marvelous stories got told. Y el Indio Antonio Dominguez played soft, sweet and low for the dancers from all of the ranches. Todo pasa en este mundo. When I was young, we had all the water we'd need. Now the water companies, they take it away. And now we grow our corn in our fields, just by the grace of God's green. And I know God knows what He's doing, that everything must come and it must go. I'll live and I'll die under the same sky. Todo pasa en este mundo. Y el Indio Antonio Dominguez played soft, sweet and low. For the dancers from all other ranches, todo pasa en este mundo. Todo pasa en este mundo. Todo pasa en este mundo. I won't be afraid anymore. I won't be afraid anymore. Lord knows I've done some dumb shit and I plan to do some more, but I won't be afraid anymore. I'm gonna dance the way my grandma wanted. I'll twist and shout and get down on it. Twist and shout and get down on it. Show these punks how much they want it. Dance like someone's proud of me. And then I'll get up early and haul ass. I'll get there before the bosses ask. Get up early and haul ass. Hope they don't check on my checkered past. I'll ask to heaven when it's over. And there I'll stand in line and I'll be counted. I'll be sorted among the ones that doubted. As for the saved, I wish you well. I'm alright with going to hell. Seems like the city on the hill is getting crowded. But I won't be afraid anymore. I won't be afraid anymore. Lord knows I've done some dumb shit and I plan to do some more, but I won't be afraid anymore. I will clear the beer cans from the coffee table. I will clean the ashtray on the coffee table. I will do a third thing, I'm sure I'm able. I will say one nice thing before noon, before one, before two. And I will love whoever I will please. I will kiss my friends upon the cheek. Kiss my friends upon the cheek. Repeat till I believe. I don't have to be ashamed of what I love. And I won't be afraid anymore. I won't be afraid anymore. Lord knows I've done some dumb shit and I plan to do some more, but I won't be afraid anymore. I won't be afraid anymore. I won't be afraid anymore. Lord knows I've done some dumb shit and I plan to do some more, but I won't be afraid anymore.
Buffalo Bill's defunct, who used to ride a water smooth stallion. and break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pigeons just like that. Oh, Jesus, he was a handsome man. And what I want to know is, tell me, how do you like your blue-eyed boy, Mr. Dale? Tell me, how do you like your blue-eyed boy, Mr. Dale?
Get up, gents, shammy up the holler, down and back for a silver dollar. It's a pretty big haul for pretty small pay, down from upriver in the mud and the rain. Working for a living is a pretty raw deal, and Jesus on the main line is hell on wheels. Whoa, up all that jack, till my money comes back down on the down and down and back. I'll be right here till my money comes back. Won't you cut all the timber, mine all the coal? Well, half of West Virginia is a fishing hole. Big mama sitting on a piglet in a pen. You can't get to heaven in a big black Benz. Oh, up all that jack, till my money comes back down on the down and down and back. I'll be right here till my money comes back. I'll vanish in the woods without a damn trace. I'll never forget, oh, what's his face? Small town gossip, wrath of God, fish, cut bait, spare me the rod. Whoa, up all that jack, till my money comes back down on the down and down and back. I'll be right here till my money comes back. I wanna be safe, but danged if I'll try. The designated hitter is a goddamn lie. A whole lot of doing between done and needs did, between a crazy old man and a messed up kid. Whoa, all that jack, till my money comes back down on the down and down and back. I'll be right here till my money comes back. Whoa, up all that jack, till my money comes back down on the down and down and back. I'll be right here till my money comes back.
So we're driving home after many months away, about to pass through peculiar Missouri as we do always. It's right before we hit the loving cradle of those hills of home. Now let me tell you, there's nothing weird about peculiar Missouri. Hell, you can look it up. It's an old railroad town that turned into a suburb that begat an exurb that turned into a certifiable USDA small town anywhere, everywhere, USA. You know, you've been there, even if you haven't been. Yeah, if America had a great big waiting room, it'd be somewhere in the Midwest. And if that waiting room had a single crusty-ass magazine in it, Golf Digest or something, you could open to the centerfold and find a teeny tiny ad for this hamlet of peculiar, proudly proclaiming where the odds are with you. And it's not weird to love it here. So friend, come on, let's pull off the highway here. Let's get a little rest before a long night of driving. We've been sleeping in the saddle for a few days now, and I'm spent. Whoa, look out for that pickup truck! God dang! People drive crazy around here. Hang a Ricky here, a starboard, and yeah, there you go. Although I bet you know where we're going already. Yeah, short of any public amenities, it's about the only place you can rest and get a bite to eat past sundown in a little town like this. And there's no public library, no YMCA, and The liquor store's closed at sundown, so it's looking like the Walmart. Yeah, we got a standing invitation to the hideous halogen bulbs of that all-night Wally world, where an uneasy truce abides between the traveling kind and the megacorporations that deign to make it so. So we're going to jump in there, we're going to have ourselves a little party. And the door slides open. And a sweet old man greets us. And that blast of hot air hits us. And can't you see how everything in here is glowing? Resplendent with objects from China, Indonesia, Bangladesh, and beyond. So clean, so sweet, and so friendly. I wish it was happening somewhere else, anywhere else but here, where you can get the same toothbrush in Alberta and Atlanta and the same deck of cards in Tucumcari and Dubuque. I might just fall to my knees at the glory and abundance of the sameness of all things. All things partying away in the last hours of this godforsaken Babylon. It's like we're waiting on the oceans to rise. It's like we're waiting on New York City and LA to get swallowed. Like we're waiting on our own personal, private apocalypses. Well, I think we might need to get out of here, because it seems like I'm having a come apart here in the cosmetics aisle. While we consider whether or not we're gonna steal this coral color of lip gloss outright, or well, let us also consider how we will die irreparably and irredeemably alone. How we may never be understood, how we may be too much for this world. We may not have done enough for the world. That greeter doesn't look so friendly anymore, does he? We step out into the night. And you point up to a single shooting star. And then you turn to me and you say, "Give me hunger, O you gods that sit and give the world its orders. Give me hunger, pain, and want. Shut me out with shame and failure from your doors of gold and fame. Give me your shabbiest, weariest hunger, but leave for me a little love, a voice to speak to me at day's end, a hand to touch in the dark room, breaking the long loneliness. In the dusk of the day shapes, blurring the sunset, one little wandering western star thrust out from the changing shores of shadow. Let me wait there in the day shape of the dusk and know the coming of a little love." Let's go home. Old friends and new lovers await, good buddy. We'll be back to peculiar before too long anyhow. Maybe let me drive the last leg of this. I'd like to sit and look out the window. I sure wish I knew what we were supposed to do with ourselves. If you get any good ideas, won't you let me know?
you is your better years. All I know how to do is waste them. We'll philosophize on the grand design and mourn all of creation, and rejoice 'cause we're sorry and we tried. I'll rejoice if you're more than just alive. Now let the gods that give the world its sins, let them lay their lights down low for you now. I know they said we'd meet in eternity, still I wait for you below somehow. Coming home, you should know I ain't the same. Coming home, forever changed. There is evil enough in a half-full cup to tempt me towards the deep, dark fine. When I believe in love and the things thereof, I know I feel you shine. I don't know, but I heard that there is more. I'm uneasy knocking on the door. 'Cause all I ask of you is your better years. All I know how to do is waste them. Now I laugh and cry at the grand design and mourn all of creation. Well, you're too old to wrangle or ride in the swing. You beat the triangle, you curse everything. If dirt were a kingdom, brother, you would be king. On the goodnight trail, on the loving trail. Your old woman's lonesome tonight, and your French heart blows like a low-balling cap. It's a wonder the wind don't tear off your skin. Get in there and blow out the light. With your snake oil and herbs and your liniments too, you can do anything that a doctor can do, except find a cure for your own goddamn stew. On the goodnight trail, on the loving trail. The old woman's lonesome tonight, and your French heart blows like a low-balling cap. It's a wonder the wind don't tear off your skin. Get in there and blow out the light. Well, the cook fires are out, the coffee's all gone, the boys are all up and they're raising the dawn. You're sitting over there lost in a song, on the goodnight trail, on the loving trail. Your old woman's lonesome tonight, and your French heart blows like a low-ballin' cap. It's a wonder the wind don't tear off your skin. Get in there and blow out the light. And I know that someday I will be just the same, wearing an apron instead of a name. No one can change it and no one's to blame. That the desert's a book written with lizards and sage. It's easy to feel like an old torn out page, tattered and cracked by the colors of age. On the goodnight trail, on the loving trail. Your old woman's lonesome tonight, and your French heart blows like a low-ballin' cap. It's a wonder the wind don't tear off your skin. Get in there and blow out the light. Get in there and blow out the light. Last night I dreamed of my true love, all in my arms I held her, but I hope she was not here. Now I must live without her. Her yellow hair like strands of gold lay streaming o'er my pillow. Oh, she's the only one I love, my rainbow mid life's willow. I searched far high, I searched far low, I made some low inquiries. They all said no, she is not here. We would have no such in our keeping. And when she heard from me those words, she whispered low at her window. She said, oh, I'd be with you now, though locks and chains doth hinder. And when I heard those words of hers, I swore that room I'd enter, or I would pray, have reasons why she was locked and chained within there. Up stepped her father, stern and wise, and likewise stalwart brothers. They set before you enter there in your life